Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bro Connections podcast. I'm here with just Sebastian today. We have a few things to talk about. Oh, and now Ansel's here. Welcome, Ansel. We're
There
just
he is.
starting.
He's back. Back
So-
from the dead.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here, Ansel. We have a couple things to talk about. We have an actor who's not black enough, and we have fuel that is the future. So where do you want
We'll
to?
also be talking about the Democrats adding 4 seats to the Supreme Court. But we'll get to
that too. Well, you want to start out with the actor?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, so I am now screen sharing this thing right here. Don't pay attention to the liver, but this is the dude. This is the actor. I haven't seen the show, but he's an actor from the show Luther. He plays Luther, a detective. And the chief diversity officer of the BBC says that he is not black enough to be real in the show because the reasons he does not have any black friends and he does not eat any Caribbean food.
In real life.
In real life, his real life person, not in the
She's
show.
saying in real life, he's not legit enough to be black.
Yeah. And I don't see why it matters that he doesn't have any black friends and he doesn't eat Caribbean food to be black. Like, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. I don't want to say that she's legitimately racist, but that sounds it kind of sounds like something a racist would say,
It's a little out there.
Like basically describing people and saying if you're this color, you have to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a non-racist would say that.
It's like pushing stereotypes that are pretty unhealthy. I don't know how good those are if you just force all the black actors to act like stereotypical black people. From your view, I guess this guy would have to eat Caribbean food as a person from Britain and have black friends to be black.
Yeah, in order to be seen as black in the eyes of the chief diversity officer.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty incredible. And then I guess the director of the show was basically supporting the decision, and he was saying, me as like a middle-aged, wealthy white man living in London, how could I possibly write a black man? He would come out as a bit dumb, overly confident, arrogant, stupid, basically middle-aged white man's interpretation.
I have the quote right here. Luther creator Neil Cross, who is white, responded to Wayland's comments to the Daily Mail. He says, "I have no knowledge or expertise or right to try to tackle in some way the experience of being a black man in modern Britain." So, for that, that's kind of crazy. Like, has he never talked to a black person before in Britain?
Yeah, does he think that they have like such different lives he can't possibly imagine what they're like?
Why
Someone who
can't he
lives in the
just
same
like try to
city as him,
write a
who's,
good
like,
character?
Same species.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. We would have ended up with the
It'd be like-
slightly embarrassed, ignorant middle-class white writer's idea of a black character. Which I guess it could be true, but an ignorant, slightly embarrassed, middle-class white writer, maybe they could do a good job. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he would be okay.
There's,
I mean,
like,
seeing as how
I'm sure there's a
not
lot of
confident
shows.
he is in himself, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not confident in yourself, that'll knock you
What
a
are you
few
doing?
points. What are you doing even?
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing? Ansel, thoughts?
Kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. It would be like, me and Treypok were talking about this before. I mean, it would basically be like, I don't know, some racist saying like, oh, he doesn't eat fried chicken, he's not black,
Which is racist.
I mean, it's basically the same. Yeah, of course, racist, and we would not ever say that legitimately, unironically, Like, it's totally racist. Total stereotype. Or like me saying, I don't know, all Nepalese people are really good at climbing, Obviously, that would be a huge over-exaggeration as well.
Yeah. The main point that the director is trying to make is that it would be more authentic if the actor had the real background of being what she considers a black man in Britain. Which I don't...
Wait, the The actor was playing a detective, right?
Yes.
Is he a detective in real life? It would be more
No.
authentic if he was a detective.
Yeah, and why does she think that like black people can't come from other backgrounds than what she considers the stereotypical one that this guy has to have or whatever?
Yeah, and it's funny because she's saying he can't play the role right because he doesn't act black. But she's not saying he can't play the role because he's not a real detective. So in her mind, your race is more important than your actual skills. That's basically what she's saying.
I watched a video on this and I heard he's a good actor. I haven't seen the show personally, but really, I don't see how race even really comes into play. Like, cast the black dude as a main actor. Who cares? Just act good. Really.
Yeah. Just
And
like
I
let him
don't
act.
think the actor's background should come into play with the movie at all as long as he does the role good.
Yeah, it only matters his performance.
For real.
And she doesn't even know what his performance will be. She's just assuming it's
Well,
not going to be
There's been
authentic.
20 episodes, apparently. Like, I haven't seen the show.
So wait, was he? Does that mean he was fired then, or he was like?
No, he's
they
still
were
on the
gonna have
show.
him Come into the show.
I'm pretty sure. He's still on the show, and she says that
Then
she
why did
likes
she
him,
make-
apparently.
She does.
This is what she says. We all fell in love with him. Who didn't, right? But after you got into about the second series, you got kind of like, okay, he doesn't have any black friends. He doesn't eat any Caribbean food. This doesn't feel authentic. Oh, maybe she is talking about the character, but like, they have to make him have only
That's
black
just so
friends.
strange.
And it's weird too, because isn't Britain like, that's like white country, right? Well, there's a little bit of diversity, but I don't understand
Kind of.
why he has to have black friends and eat. What's up with the Caribbean food too? Is this guy from the
Yeah,
Caribbean?
I've never heard of this stereotype.
Maybe it's a British thing.
I don't know. Yeah. Idris Elba.
Who knows? Well, he was
Yeah,
born in
hopefully
the
he keeps
United
his-
Kingdom. Like,
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
he's-
he keeps his job and isn't
whatever that's
fired
called.
because he doesn't eat Caribbean food.
I think he won't be. Why would they fire him if he's a good actor?
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, like she's not even denying that he's not a good actor, just saying like he's not authentic. It's something. It's really something.
Well, we frown on racism, as you can see.
Of course.
So,
Yes.
that's about all there is to
Very-
say about that one. Next topic.
Pretty much.
Oh, Ansel,
So-
you want to talk about what you did today?
I did nothing.
Good. That's cool. Okay, next topic, Sebastian.
Didn't really do anything. All right. Although math was crazy, but in a fun way. But we're not.
Math was kind of hard. Like today, I didn't
but no,
understand
if you're
this
in the
question.
class-
I did the whole thing. We didn't do the CFU. Nobody reminded her, I guess.
No, she I guess pushed it back because everyone was struggling with the practice.
It was hard. I got it though. It's actually really easy.
I know when I say crazy, I mean like basically like all the boys essentially were like getting up out of their chairs, like going to the front, like writing on the board and stuff. Basically having to teach each other how to do the work instead of the teacher teaching us, you know, which that's the way, man. That's the way you got to do it.
Well, the teacher taught me, and I was in my chair the whole time.
I don't know. If you were in the room, she didn't do much to help. I feel,
Yeah.
personally. Anyway, aside from the point, so this is slightly older news, but still relevant because it's still something that's going on and will be going on for a while. So Porsche, the German car manufacturer from Stuttgart, Germany, is developing a new type of fuel. It's called e-fuel. And e-fuel essentially extracts carbon dioxide from the air, combines it with hydrogen to turn it into synthetic like gasoline or like synthetic gasoline. And basically what this does is not only does it not create fossil fuels when it's being burnt in the car, the process of making it actually takes fossil fuels out of the air. And according to Porsche, this technology is so clean that throughout the vehicle's entire life, a gas-powered car, a car with an internal combustion engine, would be cleaner over its lifetime than an electric car. And it would actually take CO2 out of the air and would not produce pollution, at least while running. And yeah, you would still get all the benefits of a gas-powered car, especially when it comes to performance cars. You'd still get that sound. You would hopefully not have range anxiety, which a lot of EVs do have. Increasingly less, but still a lot of them do, where you're afraid of you're going to be able to make it to your destination, especially if you're going on a long road trip. And yeah, it would just be incredible to keep the internal combustion engine alive, because there's a lot of reasons and a lot of applications where that engine is still really useful, both in whether it be work conditions or for enthusiasts. A lot of people, it's like their whole entire lives and like careers are based off of internal combustion engines and modifying cars, essentially.
I like internal combustion engines. My car has one.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone in my family has an ICE powered car.
But for this
And yeah,
new fuel, I have a question. Would you need to like get a new type of engine, or can it just run in a regular one?
No, that's another thing that's really cool. You do not need a new engine. This can be put into any gas powered car, except for maybe diesels. I'm not sure about that. I think it can even go into diesels. So that's another thing. Like, it's not like an electric car. We have to like basically make a completely new car, like remove the engine. Even your old car, you can start putting this e-fuel in it and make it as clean as a new vehicle in theory.
Would this e-fuel be cheaper than gas?
Okay, no. Right now, it would, when it becomes available, no. Most likely it's not going to be cheaper. Obviously, it's a new technology, and new technologies tend to be expensive. I mean,
Yeah.
phones, those huge, like, in like the 90s, those huge, like 1 foot tall boxes were like $1,000, like $4,000 or something like that. And now you can get, even when you count for inflation, you can get a much better phone, obviously, for a lot less money. So yeah, no, there's no doubt it'll be expensive when it starts off. But I mean, electric cars were really expensive when they basically kind of came back in like the early 2000s, sort of, kind of. And obviously they're cheaper now, still pretty expensive compared to gas-powered cars. But I have no doubt it'll be cheaper. And the people who really want to have gas-powered cars, I think, are going to be willing to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Other brands have invested in e-fuel, but I believe Porsche is investing more than any other brand in the world. And I was never really like a huge... I mean, I never like disliked Porsches, but I was always like, what's really the hype about Porsches? Now I understand it more. And now especially I have a really big understanding of Porsche, that they're keeping, this hobby alive, essentially.
Porsches look nice too. Like, I like the Porsche 911. Probably everybody does, but
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone who like hates the Porsche 911. The only criticism is that the 911, like a lot of other cars, is getting a lot heavier, and that's because like safety things, different technologies within the car, people as a whole just like tend to gravitate towards bigger cars, which is a little dumb. It's like, once a car gets to a certain size, does it really need to be bigger? Like, who gets in like a Chevy Suburban and is like, this is good. It could just be like a foot or so longer. So yeah, that kind of sucks that like cars are getting bigger. I don't really care if like minivans and stuff get bigger, or trucks. But when it comes to like sports cars, like a 911, it's like, why does it need to get bigger and heavier and therefore feel more sluggish and such? But no, 911s are still great cars, no doubt.
yeah. Well, I hope this fuel comes out. When is it like projected to when it will come out, and will it be available at gas stations and stuff?
I don't know if it'll be available at gas stations, but I think they said it'll be available to people in the public by like 2022. So like, yeah, it's obviously, it's not going to be super accessible when it's started, because Porsche is just one company and it's just starting off its new technology. Yeah, I don't know. If I could invest in it, I would, because that's something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah. I would like
Ansel,
to
any
get
questions
some.
or thoughts, concerns?
Yeah, Ansel, what do you think?
Uh, that's good on Porsche, I think, for their engine thing.
Well, Ansel, I think you need a
Oh,
different
yeah.
topic that you could talk more about, right? How do you feel about My Little
Yeah.
Pony Generation 5? Does it look aesthetically pleasing to you?
So Porsche's engine should be pretty good for the environment.
Yeah, it will be. Apparently, it'll be like vitamins. It'll help the environment while running. So you,
Yep.
do
That's
you
good.
like My Little Pony Generation 5's design?
It's good how they're taking away pollution from the air.
You don't want to comment? Did you like critically acclaim Generation 4's design? A lot of people feel like that one is more aesthetically pleasing. Chris Chan feels like that at least.
I really hope Porsche's engine really takes off in the future.
Okay, bro. Well, Generation 5 is going to be in 3D, apparently.
It's not an engine, it's a fuel, but...
It's going to be on Netflix? What? But yeah, I'm excited about the fuel, too. It's not an engine, honestly. You weren't even listening. Just thinking about My Little Pony. Weirdo. But...
Oh, well, that is the sound.
Okay. So...
Also, yeah, Generation 5 looks kind of disgusting.
It does. I don't like it as much. Like, I don't watch My Little Pony.
It's weird.
But
Yeah,
I like the
that's
2D
obviously.
models. I played Band from Equestria. I like that game. But Generation 5 just looks bland, kind of. At least from the ones...
Yeah.
You see the screenshot where it's like 4 of the main characters. One has a tennis ball on her horn. You see that?
No. Okay, yeah, now I see. Yeah, that's just strange. It's like trying to be CGI and also like cartoon, and it's just not working.
Here, I'll show it. I'll show it to Ansel.
Yeah, I'm a big My Little Pony enthusiast, so this is something I take very seriously.
Yeah, me too. This affects me directly too, because I'm very involved in Chris Chan documentation, and Chris Chan, as probably all of you know, has come back right when Generation 5 was announced, because for about a year, I think, Chris Chan went into a different dimension, and Sonichu took over Chris Chan's body. So Chris Chan came back because Chris Chan does not approve of My Little Pony Generation 5. So, Ansel, do you have anything to say?
No,
What do you personally think about the design?
kind of ugly.
It is kind of ugly. But, I mean, maybe the story will be good. Maybe it'll have a good message. I guess you'll see when you watch it, huh, Ansel?
Yeah, we know Ansel's going to be there at the launch event of the show in
Yeah.
person.
He's going to
Just
get a
waiting
t-shirt.
for, I don't know, the theater. Yeah, he's going to buy all the memorabilia.
He's going to get a body
He's
pillow.
really passionate about this series, about this franchise.
Yeah. He has all the action figures. And he can transform them into different ponies and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, do you guys have anything else? Or do you want... Yeah.
Yes, actually, we were really going to quickly mention. So, I can't remember when exactly it was, but yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I believe a few months ago, died.
Was
So
murdered?
she was. Don't think she was murdered,
No, I don't think so either.
but she was one of the female justices on the Supreme Court. And then she was replaced, or she was appointed by Donald Trump to be replaced with Amy Coney Barrett. And this is before, obviously, the election and such. And now, apparently, Democrats are planning on passing a bill that would increase the amount of judges on the Supreme Court from 9 judges to 13 judges.
How long has it been? 9?
Forever, I'm pretty sure.
Why do they want to increase it exactly?
Well, most likely because currently Republicans have a majority on the Supreme Court. Sorry.
It's fine, you can keep going. Well, Ansel, any final words on My Little Pony Generation 5?
God.
How are you doing, Ansel? Are you feeling good today?
Yeah, went to school.
Did you have a good day at school?
Yeah, it was good.
Did you make any new friends?
No,
Why?
what do you mean why?
Why wouldn't you go out to make
So
new
why
friends?
don't you make new friends, you degenerate?
Yeah. Do you hate people that are different
Pedophile.
from you or something? Do you not
Yeah,
wanna...
absolutely. Do you have some sort of issue with people who are right-handed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I guess not.
Come on,
Well,
so explain yourself. Sorry, I was gonna say. So, the reason most likely why the Democrats want to increase the amount of Supreme Court judges on the Supreme Court is because currently there's a Republican majority in the Supreme Court. I think, let's see, of the 9, I'm pretty sure. What is that?
it's
Why is it
an.
depending?
You can keep talking. I was just showing everybody.
Okay,
It's a one
anyway.
fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish eraser.
Oh wow, that thing's gonna be ancient.
I also cut my
Dr.
nails.
Seuss is going away. Anyway, I believe it's 5 or 6 judges on the Supreme Court are Republicans, and I guess Democrats kind of want to change that around. Which, I mean, I get why a party wants to have like control in like a branch of government. That's kind of like the whole, I don't know, balance of politics essentially. But I think it's kind of salty to be like, oh, we don't have as much. Well, we're just going to change the rules so we can have an equal amount or more, you know? And it's like they already have control of the House of Representatives. They also have control of the Senate and of the presidency. It's like just trying to grab that last straw, kind of. Anyone have any thoughts on that?
I don't know exactly what they even do. Or I kind of do. But I don't know. I feel like it's probably good strategy on their part to pack it with more of their people, but it might create an imbalance in the system and society.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, sure, from like their perspective, it's a good strategy, but then it would kind of be like one party has like total control of every part of the government.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know,
which, like, yeah, once again, good for them, but like good for the country, I don't know.
you got to stop racism somehow, right?
Yeah, sure.
No, but
That's how you do it.
I don't know. It might be could be bad. Could be
Yeah,
I don't know how it would be good.
I'm not saying it will
Or
pass,
bad. But yeah. Oh, it still hasn't passed yet? You think it will?
no, I don't even know if they've erected the bill yet.
Oh,
But-
they just
but
have been
basically
talking
the
about
theories
it.
They're going to. They're
I
talking about
swear
it.
that Trump was prophesizing this. He was saying that they were going to pack the court or something.
I mean, it wasn't really like prophesizing it. Like a lot of people were saying that. That's like literally what they wanted to do.
Yeah. So he's a prophet.
Still so. Yeah,
No.
man. He's a
But
prophet.
I don't know exactly what to say because I'm not well researched, and I don't know what would change really. Like,
Basically, just Democrats would have almost complete and total control of like a lot of really big important cases, and
But-
also a lot of laws in the United States.
yeah, but then after that happens, how would society change? Like, would we still be living the exact same way?
Well, I mean, if you're a Republican and you want to see yourself represented in government on like the federal level, probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's just the way the cookie
yeah,
crumbles as of now.
It is kind of with, yeah, the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, the whole reason of like splitting the government into so many parts was so like no one group or hopefully party could control everything at once. And yeah, no, probably not great when any single party controls everything.
Yeah, we got to just create the People's Republic of the USA.
Where absolutely everything is voted on and everyone like has control.
Well, where we start a revolution and just, I don't know.
I think it was like Thomas Jefferson. I'm pretty sure we already talked about this. Who said that he felt like every 20 or 30 years you needed to have a revolution to like keep the people free or something like that. So like imagine it's been like I don't know 200 something years and no revolution.
Because everybody's just been chilling. Everybody's been in the same mindset of we're winning, we're going to keep winning, we're going to keep doing the same stuff. But then it gets divided.
Everyone's
There's more
everyone's
control
just been buying
of the population.
Bitcoin.
And it's easier to control the population now with all the technology and stuff. Much easier than it was in the
China, man.
1920s or like the 1700s with swords and stuff. No,
Not the 1920s. Also not the 1800s. Technically the late 1700s.
I thought I said 1700s. Maybe I said 1800s, but yeah, I don't know. Will a revolution happen? Maybe.
In the United States?
Probably not anytime soon.
No, I don't think. I mean, even if there was a good reason to have a revolution, which there isn't right now, but even if there was, I just feel like people are too comfortable in their ordinary day lives. Like, I can't have a revolution. I have a research project due tomorrow. I have to go to work. I have to go to Starbucks every day and waste all my money there and never save anything, even though I make $36,000 a year. I don't put anything in a savings account. I'm busy. I don't have time for a revolution. Something like that.
Yeah, people would rather watch Netflix, do whatever. Well, Ansel, how do you feel
I
about
don't know, watch anime. Just
how do you
anything.
feel about all of that?
It's pretty cool.
What's pretty cool?
So are you even like are you even here?
Yeah, you missed the whole Porsche thing. You thought it was a new engine, and now you think that this is pretty cool. Well, maybe you do think it's cool, and you have a right to your opinion.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you do. I don't know. It's just even if he did think it was cool, I would think he would put it more elaborately.
It's pretty cool. Do you have any point?
You know. Do you have any news you would like to share yourself?
Oh, anything happening in Nepal?
No, I don't. No, not really.
Has there been a bombing?
I don't think they have that kind of technology.
Good.
At all.
They don't have that. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nepal. Well, they've already had enough good news for one podcast. They'll be fine for a while.
I don't really have anything else to say. Also, so you have nothing to say about... Was it the Supreme Court? Was that what we were just talking about? Yes. The Supreme Court. You have nothing to say about that specifically.
I mean, for more. I mean, it could just help Republicans more.
In what way?
More Republicans on the Supreme Court. That could
That's
happen.
definitely not the intention.
But
Yeah, but what if?
maybe
That's like,
somehow...
I don't know really specific.
What? Okay,
though.
this is
Maybe,
this is
but
the situation
I'm not
where it
saying-
could happen.
I'm not saying it couldn't happen.
If all four are put in, then all four are immediately killed, just assassinated, all in one day. And then 4 Republicans are put in. Then it could go in their favor. But I don't see that happening, and I don't think that's a good thing to happen. You shouldn't really want to kill anybody. Also,
No, you should not kill people.
What?
well, I don't. Okay, well, yeah, you make a good point. What are your grades right now?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Don't you have to do grade checks?
Ons was like, that's pretty cool.
No, we don't.
Oh, I have to do a grade check every Wednesday. I got all A's, yo.
Well, this is pretty exciting. In math, a couple weeks ago, I had a 25%. Then it went up to a 45%, and now it's like a 46.48. So, kind of.
What have you
know?
not done?
That's pretty good.
Well, technically, in terms of summatives, it only says one summative hasn't been done and another one incomplete. And I've been trying to go to office hours. I try to go Tuesday and today, and I try to call home because my mom doesn't like it when I stay at office hours and don't like let anyone at home know. Because then she's like, "Oh my gosh, was he kidnapped?" Because like, no, who wouldn't
Do you
want to
walk
kidnap
home?
me? I do walk home, but she doesn't really like me walking home. I don't know, late. Anyway, I would be okay. That doesn't matter. But yeah, like both days, no one home or she called. I called home and her. No one called. So yeah, I haven't been able to go to office hours at all.
You should just
That really sucks.
try to get home really quick and then join online office hours.
Could do that.
I don't know.
It is true, but it's kind of better to like be there in person. It's just easier to learn, better to ask questions,
I wanna.
ask the boys for help,
I think this is about.
so they can teach me everything.
Yeah, it's good to learn and stuff. Well, this is about everything we have, and I have to go now anyways. I just want to say that we are not trying to push a political agenda.
That is true.
That is true.
We want you to make your own opinions. We're just trying to bring you news, and who's even going to listen to us? We're all like 15, and Ansel is like 14.
Stupid idiot.
But yeah, we're just trying to bring news to your attention. Think however you want.
Indeed.
But this is
Indeed.
what's happening. This is facts that could potentially happen
Yeah.
or happened. Well, thank you all for watching.
Indeed.
This was a shorter episode. Goodbye.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.